Exactly 20 to 9. Let's dive in, though, to have a look at some of the other news stories this morning. And Sean, would you like to start us off today?
Yes, I've got a story about the latest release from the Unicode Consortium, whose name you probably don't know, but you will be familiar with their work because they make emojis.
Okay,
So they've just released I think it's their 13th generation of emojis, which features 117 new symbols. Quite wide-ranging. They've introduced a drag queen.
Oh.
A gender-neutral Santa.
What?
Some anatomical heart and lungs. As you do for an emoji, and a fondue pot.
Oh, well,
Howard.
Howard Kane would love that. I mean, I have to say, I would as well. It has to be said. This is interesting, isn't it, with emoji? When did they first kind of begin? Because remember,
Gender neutral Santa.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? When you think you used to have to, with text messages, if you wanted to do a kind of thing, you used to have to use sort of letters and full stops and punctuation to create some kind of picture. So when did emoji? Was it when iPhones came in?
I think so. I think it was smartphones generally that popularised them. I think they might have existed for a little bit before then, but I think that's when they've gone mainstream.
Are these new ones on your phone? You've got that there. Have you had a check?
I haven't looked. I think you have to install them specifically. But yeah, it looks like there's a few other oddities in there. There's some hand gestures. Looks like there's a ninja. All the useful things.
Absolutely. This is it, isn't it? The 13th generation of emojis,
yes,
did you
emojis
say?
13.0.
There you go. But it's the thing now, isn't it? This is it, because we use them on our social media as well, and it does supposedly hook more people in and get your posts seen by more people. So it's the world of emojis. Who'd have thought it? Tim, what have you got?
What do you know of wildlife in West Yorkshire?
Do they have adders in West Yorkshire? I think they
possibly.
I think they
British
might
adder.
do. Yeah. But apart from that, apart from sheep, obviously, and so forth.
Lots of sheep.
Yeah.
The wool industry, of course, in the Industrial Revolution there.
That's right, but I suspect you have something a little bit out of the ordinary for us here.
Well, a man has said how he tentatively approached what he thought was a leopard in the road while driving through West Yorkshire. Ben Lilly, who's 40, passed the spotty shape on the A646, if you just want that for reference, near Hebden Bridge.
Oh, I've been there, yes.
Yeah. He was intrigued, so he turned around and went to, take a look at the animal close up. He cautiously left his car, heart racing and fearing his face may be ripped off by the fearsome beast, so rather brave.
But he still left his car.
He did. He went to go and have a closer look. But his fear turned to embarrassment when he realised it was just an abandoned onesie complete with a tail.
No, I like that. That's, easy to... I suppose,
But would you get out the car if you suspected there was a leopard?
I wouldn't.
I think I'd probably try and get the headlights on it a bit clearer and actually see what it was. Although I must admit, many a morning I have been driving up the hill here and seen a lump in the road and thought, oh no, I must swerve to avoid a bag of McDonald's rubbish.
Yeah. They're quite prevalent up here.
Yeah, you get plenty of those on head road. I wonder if, I suppose this was before the days of onesies, but I wonder if this accounts for... Do you remember the Beast of Bodmin in Cornwall?
Could have been a onesie.
Exactly. I think you've solved it in one fell swoop. Maybe the Loch Ness Monster as well. Who knows? This could be what it's all been down to over the years.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
We're looking at 80s music here. Do you remember Matthew Wilder, Break My Stride? Big 80s hit. We play it here on Manx Radio. 1984.
It's not one I'm familiar with.
I don't know it. No.
Do you know?
Is it one of these you'll know it if you hear it?
Hang on. Right,
yeah,
hang on.
Quick search.
I should have
Both
thought.
of us were looking a bit puzzled.
Yeah,
there.
I don't know.
Should have had some pre-production here, really, shouldn't I? Hang on a second. Here we go. You know this one.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Let's wind it through.
Got you.
All right, thank you, Matthew.
Yeah,
There we go.
One.
We've got it now. There we are, Breaking My Stride. Well, it's suddenly become a big deal on TikTok. Have either of you heard of TikTok?
I know of TikTok.
I'm
not involved actively, but I am aware of its existence.
I've never heard of TikTok. Well, it's a social media app where users share short, quirky videos of themselves lip-syncing, cooking, or just being silly. And for some reason, Break My Stride has become a really popular song. Thousands of users apparently have shared it, and compilations of the clips are racking up hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube. And apparently this is how it works. You text someone the lyrics to Break My Stride, one line at a time, until they figure out what's going on. Then you film yourself dancing in front of the text. Why is the question. Who's got time to be doing all this?
Not
Do you
me.
know what? Howard, of course, it's right up his street, isn't it? And then he could put his emoji on as well of the fondue set.
There you go. Well, of course, Howard Kane is Zumba dancing in the studio last week. The video of that has gone more viral than this, potentially.
Howard Kane could go viral.
There you go. I mean, it's all bizarre, this whole thing of TikTok. I don't get it at all. But if it's bringing back a big 80s hit, then I'm kind of all for that. So watch this space. It's bound to be re-released and probably go to number 1 or something ridiculous. But at least you remember the song now. Speaking of 80s, here's to Pow on Manx Radio.